Hello! We're back! Two streams in a row. We're off to a grand old start, aren't we? Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We are doing more Factorio today. I hope you've all had a lovely week. Triss, it's absolutely fine that you can't stay for very long. I know how busy you are. And Triss, do not put your weird foot obsession on me. Like, that's just weird. No, I'm not okay with this, Triss. Just... No. Just no. Right, so... Today, on Factorio, we're doing green science. Triss, thank you for being subbed for... 6 years! Six years, Triss! Also, phrasing. Right then, so... We got our red science under production, and we built up our master bus, basically. And the next step we want to take is we want to start moving towards green science. So what do we need for green science? We need to automate transport belts and inserters. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to need at least 3 factories. Assemblers. So... Thank you, Triss. Have a lovely evening doing whatever it is you're doing. I assume just looking at feet on the internet, you strange person, you. Okay, so... Let's have a look at what we're doing. So the first thing I'll need for the belts is I'm going to need iron, and that's going to have to be split. So there's going to be a little bit of overhead there, which is going to cause some grief, but I dare say I can make it work. We can do heavy armour, but that requires steel a bit later. The inserters, however, do require electronic circuits, so I'm going to have to get some production for that done. But I've got an idea for that, because the circuits themselves need iron plates and copper cable, so we're going to need a few splitters. Let's make 5, just to keep myself busy. I forget how loud this bit gets. So I've done something fun today, which is I have made a website, and I'm going to be learning how to develop said website. It's just a little fun thing for me. It's a fun project. It's not anything amazing. It's kind of almost like an expansion of my card, which I made to replace my link tree. But we'll see how that pans out. Right. You are going to split here. And then I want to bring that down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like that. And then you are going to be the wire. which is a TV show I still need to watch, I think. Wire produces quite quickly, so I'm just going to need fast inserters. And more belts. Which will go out that way. And then I'll obviously refact them in. Pun not intended, but there we go. Right, let's get this producing so I know how far. Yeah, okay, that comes out that way. And then you go boop, boop. And then we go boop. And then you're going to come back along this way. And we're going to dupe our layout. Because then this will be where the circuits enter their production. And I'm going to need more inserters. I'm going to need an underground as well, just to handle the iron path, so that will be fairly noddy. I want it to go through here. Then we get a split going in there. I require more transport belts. Actually, I should probably be stealing gears from over here. Right, the belts are now in production. You go all the way over here. And I'm going to need 6 of those, and I'm going to need 3 of them. Right, and I'm just going to let that manufacture for a while. Oh, dear. Do. And boop. Just throwing up a couple of social media links. Might as well try. See what happens. Let's see, where are we? I can throw something in there. do. Okay. Now that that's done and dusted, let's run that through. Right, load up them cables. What's our power situ looking like? Not great. Need more power. Now I'm trying to figure out how to properly refactor this so it works. I think I'm just going to need another underground belt and just to bite the bullet here. At which point, if I take that away, do that, and then this, it works. There we are. Job's a good one. Now then, power. I need to make up some more steam engines. Got the boiler. I just need more iron plates. So let's grab the plates. 2 of those. I've got all the pipes necessary. Both of them. And yeah, we'll just sling a steam engine in for the hell of it. There we go. That should tide us over for a while, but I sense I'm going to need more. So we'll just, you know, get those in now. And connected. There we go. That's bumped up our production. Well, there's a point. There's a little trick on Blue Sky I've yet to try. Where is it? There we go. Right. Let's just put myself down for like 2.5 hours. Hello, Lena. How are you doing? It's good to see you in here. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. There we go. Let's try that out. I'm trying a new thing. Yes, I've got a live banner around my Blue Sky now. That's cool. Ah. What is this game? This is Factorio. It is a logistics puzzle game, I guess is the best way of describing it. You have an object, you crash land on a planet, and you have to plunder and pillage its resources for your own benefit, and eventually fly into space and then start plundering other planets. The problem is you see this red thing. That's pollution, which tends to upset the local wildlife, which will then come and attack me. So I have to defend myself from that at the same time. At the moment, so what I've got here is this is one of the types of science that helps us progress and research. I'm currently in the process of making the production line to make the next step. So I actually need to lay a load more of this because I'm going to need all of that later. And yeah, I just play this. I'm easing my way back into streaming. Because I used to love doing it, but then I kind of fell out of love with gaming for a while, and I've taken a bit of a break, and now I'm sort of finding my groove again. Right, got the belts coming in. So that's all in there now. Exactly. And one day you will do the same with your amazing biscuits. For those of you who are confused by what I've just said, Lena makes cookies, and they look absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal, and I'm slightly upset that I'm out of delivery range. By a factor of the Atlantic Ocean, I believe. Alright, there we go. I now need another splitter. You're very welcome, Lena. I like supporting friends. Right, so I now need to make some gears. So I'm going to need 2 factories. I'm going to go swipe some gears from over here. The factories have been made, so I'll keep that one going in a relatively straight line. So I want one there, and then one here. And the way this is going to work is that's going to come over here, and you are going to make nothing but gears. That's all you're going to make, just gears. And then those gears are going to be immediately. What are we producing from the factories? Scientific research. This is basically everything I can research. And I am... Boo, Lena. Boo. I appreciate the joke, really. So at the moment, I'm just upgrading my weapon capabilities. And then I'm gonna work on moving my way up to better power distribution and better furnaces. But I need to get green science made. That's my primary objective today. Once I reach that objective, we wait and see what happens. Because I'm just making sure I don't overdo it. Right, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Says he, butchering another language. I also need another one of these. Now then, I need power. You go there. Oh no, wait. Can I reason this slightly different way? Yes is the answer. There we go. Right. We're now making conveyor belts. No, too close. Too far away. Too close? What am I on? Okay, so... I'm an idiot. You actually need to sleep soon. It's 20 past 1 in the morning. 20 past... Wait, you're ahead? What the... No worries, Lena. Thanks for swinging by. It was an absolute pleasure to have you. And thank you for the follow. That's very kind of you. UTC +7. Good grief. Well, sleep well. See you later. Right, so, now that we've got this here, I'm actually tempted to just make a box, because having a backlog is helpful. Now, what I need for this is I also need more gears and iron plates, so we're going to have another one of these splits coming off. Luckily, I have some things I made earlier. Let's see, I need 3 factories, which I have the exact amount of resources to make. I now need another splitter. So, factory, you are going to live here. I'll bring it a little closer, actually. Oh, beans. There we go. Fixed it. Right. Got a split in. That goes there. You're going to come down here. Actually. What else am I doing? I need to grab some of this. One, two, three, four, five. I'll make 5, yeah. One there. One there. This is going to make our inserters. That's going to go there. I'm going to need another split, so more iron plates. I'm going to rob from this production line. 2 of those. Many more belts. Perfect, which means I just now need... That's... Ooh, that's tuck in there. Tap that. Then you're going to come up here. You're going to be fed into that. And then we're going to have the exit here. And again, I'm going to do a box here because it's just helpful to have. I need another factory here. And then off that, bam, green science. Another one of those, another split. And then I'm going to need another underground belt. There we go. Right, now let's get the power distro going. That'll deal with that lot. This will be dreadful until I can get some better power poles. Right, feed that in. There we go. We are in production. It's going to be a slower production. Thinking about it, I could probably just get away with putting some belts in. I might do that, actually. Yeah, let's do that. And let's make a couple more factories up. One, two, three. Oh, I just used to make the red ones. Damn it. Okay, my iron production is now no longer keeping up, so probably going to need to improve that. So when I get a bit further in, I'd just get some... In fact, what's my research looking like? Let's queue up this first, because that'll definitely take the edge off if I could just upgrade my furnaces. Actually, no, I'm not going to double stack that. Okay. Connect that up. And then boop, boop, boop. There we go. Right, that's all hooked up. Luckily, that reaches. There we go. Now, if I'm correct, you're going to place on the other side. Yep. Which means I can do that relatively guilt-free. Cool. Let's just get a load more belts made. I'm going to need an inserter here and here. Feed that over there. And then Boink. We have green science in production. Well, we've already achieved that for the day. That was nice and quick. But the iron production is going to cause us some grief later. So we need to, as an issue, get that sorted fairly quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this out all the way over here. I then have this split, which I'm going to run a lot of coal from. I'm going to need... Let's start with 8 furnaces and see where we end up. And I might as well take some resources from the Green Science Factory, because that's all backlogging right now. So... Oh, I've got 10 there, that's fine. I'm going to take a couple hundred belts, because that will just make life easier. And away we go. I'm going to need to rob some gears from somewhere too. I'm probably going to need more miners as well. Where are all my gears? There they are. They're all the way over here. Whoop. And that barely scratched the surface because I don't have enough iron plates, typically. That's more like it. Right, so... Okay, that's fine. I just needed that first one in. Furnaces. Okay. First run of furnaces. And then I need this coal line. Popping over here. Right, I need more of those. So, I need to go rob some more iron plates from the line. That's only going to give me 15. I need one more. And might as well get power in just to have the furnaces loaded and ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab some of my circuit boards. And I'm going to do a feed in. I've just realised how low on ammo I am, and I don't particularly like that. Especially as we're going to start upsetting these bugs. I do have a gun turret in play, but it could all go sideways very quickly. Right, so I just need to cut here. Yep. Do that. Look those up, and then we go. Okay, so short term, this is going to increase our iron plate output, but I need to balance out with the miners now. So I need more iron plates. I sense the theme of today is going to be more iron plates. It's not a lot, but that'll do. Right. Run the belts. And then we run the power. Okay. So there goes all of our lovely iron ore. Because, yeah, we are now starting to chew right through our iron ore now. I'm hoping the extra miners will deal with the supply issue, or otherwise I'm going to have to make a lot more. In fact, let's be preemptive. Let's be proactive rather than reactive. Right. I require more iron plates. You know what? Stuff it. And until I see this backlogged all the way, I'm not going to be happy. So we're going to build that right now. Yep, there'll do. Cool, there we go. More iron ore. There we go. Look at that. It's all filtering in. It's all so beautiful. Okay, good, good. We're starting to flood the line now. Right. I'm going to need to upgrade to red belts, I think, to properly support this. So we'll queue that up next. But we're now well on our way to getting the next level of smelter, which will also help process things a bit more quickly. And we've got plenty of science in both boxes. I should probably get a wall box going, now that I think of it. Where's my iron plates? They are over here. Some of them, anyway. 1 and 2 and... There we go. So now, when we start backlogging on the walls, I'll have a supply box at the ready, which is just very, very good and very, very helpful. Bonuses, what have I got? Oh, damage bonus, that's fine. How are we looking? I think the pollution's being swallowed up by the trees a bit, which is probably keeping us going a little longer. But I think if I'm sensible, I am going to need to get ammo making somewhere. And we're going to need ammo production anyway later. So that's probably a sensible shout. Because ammo is just iron plates. Don't have a factory yet. Split, and then underground, overground, wombling free. Got that hooked up. And then just for the sake of tidiness, I want to bring this up here. Because then at the absolute worst, I can expand the ammo up. I require another split. And I am only going to use a wooden box for it. Go. I now have an ammo box making. So, do you know what? I'm going to leave that stumped there because I think I can keep everything relatively localized. Can I make any guns? I can make one gun. That's just going to have to do for the time being. I need another underground belt. There we go. Right. There we go. The bus doth grow. Ooh, gears. That can take the edge off. There we go. And now I can make another couple of guns. So, we now successfully have a backlog on the iron ore, which is good because it's now all being processed. There's not really any downtime on the furnace, so it's all producing at the same rate. Right, there's the bug nest. I don't particularly want to go on the offensive just yet. There is a strong possibility that they would go straight for my power, the power plant, so I'm just going to put a gun here. They might also go for my furnaces, so let's put one there. There's not really many places they can slip the net. But there. They now live there. Right. 30 rounds, that's 10 between each gun. That might have to be all I cope with for the minute. There we go. There. Each gun now has 10 mags, so hopefully, if any of those bugs do get any ideas, we can deal with them. How big of a nest are we looking at? It's not the worst I've seen, but it's not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. Okay. Bang a couple of extra science packs in there. I can make another radar, which I think I'm going to do. Mainly because... Actually, no, I don't need it just yet, but it's good that I've got it on me now. Can I make steel yet? I can. So I think I'm going to make a very basic furnace. And just... Yeah, I'm just going to make a very rudimentary steel production. Just so that I've got steel. There. So I've just got some steel making, because that will just help me in the long run later. Power is running just fine for the minute. I might as well nab some of the bricks from that box, actually, and just build my path out a bit better. Might as well. I need to lop some trees down. I've been playing Project Zomboid, and when I go between the two games, I keep mistaking Q for close. And in Zomboid, that's really bad, because Q is shout. So, like, I've been playing with my wife and a couple of friends, and just I've been accidentally hitting the shout button. Luckily, it hasn't caused us any major problems, but it's going to eventually. Right, I'm gonna just put this path in here, and then I'll get everything to go underneath it, because I just want to be able to get around that little bit quicker. Hello, River! General Kenobi, you are a bold one. How you doing? Okay, so now I can start making some furnaces. Right. How much have we got? We've got 10, so how much is that going to make? Not that much. Okay, okay. How's about this for an idea? We use this to speed everything up. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. Please ignore my janky steel production. I'm trying to fix an issue with my iron production, which is it's just not fast enough. So I'm waiting for a load of steel to make so that I can make upgraded furnaces and hopefully get my throughput a bit better. And then off the back of that, I'm going to be bumping up to red belts in places because I'm hoping that'll also take the edge off. Right. Okay, there we go. 2 furnaces. So I'm going to put these on the end in the vague hope that it speeds some things up. Yep, that's already working way quicker. Yeah, in the time it takes one of these to do 2, this does 1. So yeah, we're definitely going to get a fix in here. And then hopefully I'm going to be able to set up a dedicated steel mill. Because using this line to get the steel as well, I don't think will be my best idea. Right, let's give the steel some time to work through. Let's have a chat. Hi everybody, how are you all doing? What's going on? How's your week's been? I have had a very, very long weekend. I've been working through most of the weekend. My job has been keeping me very, very busy. Luckily, I've managed to sort of sleep as much as I can, which is very, very good for what I do. And now it's just recovering and just taking some me time. How has everybody else's weekend been? And for those of you who are in the UK, how has your bank holiday been? What have you been up to? Ooh, is that starting to hit the backlog? Interesting. Right. So, I have been chatting to some people recently, and I'm having a think about the games I want to play in future, because obviously I'm not just going to do Factorio all the time. But there's a couple of games in particular that have leapt out to me. One of which being Signalis is climbing back up my rankings of games to play. I've also got Project Wingman, which I think will be good for me to play, because I do love my combat flight sims. Well, my arcadey ones more than anything. But now that the Steam controller is out as of today, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to pick one up soon, and I'll be able to play some games using that. Just noticed an oversight on my part, which I'm going to correct right now. There we go. That will redistribute everything a bit more evenly. Yeah, we'll do that. And right, now get started on this. Now, is this going to fill fast enough process? Yes, it will. Which is good, because that actually means that I can probably trim this down a bit and still not have to worry overall about throughput. But I won't worry about that right now. Because the priority is getting the rest of these furnaces upgraded. We're starting to annoy the bugs now, so we're going to get attacked fairly soon, I reckon. What are the odds that, given all the planning and everything I've done, they go straight for my coal miners? I suppose as well the question is, where are they massing? Because if I figure out where their attack brood is massing... There's one up there, so if they're massing up there, it's actually quite likely they could go for the miners. Right. Let's make another gun and get some ammo. Hi, Fjunk. This game seems like a game for people who don't panic when they accidentally open Excel. Kind of. I see your line of thinking on that. But, yeah, it's just... This is how I diagnose stuff. It's just follow the data. And that's all this is. I'm following little bits of data. How are you, Fjunk? It's been a while. Actually, yeah, I'll take a stack 100 because... Do you know what? I'll take that for myself. Stack 100 just for the gun up there because it's going to be on its own and it needs as much ammo as possible. There we go. Full complement of ammo. Overworked and spending most of your free time chasing a toddler, but can't complain. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right. What have you been up to over the weekend, Fyunk? Ooh, that's a nice amount of furnaces I can make. There we go. That's a bit more production. Your mother-in-law visited and the weather was like 23 degrees, so mostly outside with the little one on the playground. That's cute. So it sounds like you've had an overall good weekend then. Into a stand-up comedy gig. Ooh, who did you see? Is it anybody I would have heard of? Nope, Swedish. Ah, fair enough then. Oh, look at this. The production backlog is happening. It is slowly but surely filling. And once this box fills up, it is going to make a complete... it's going to backlog all the way up, and it will be glorious. In fact, we're looking at a very slow backlog occurring, I think. Oh, okay. No, I'm starting to see a problem. We're now not making, running enough iron through. So I'm going to need more miners. Right, let's go. Let's nab some iron plates and bits. I'm just going to consume all of this. Right, 7 miners ought to be a good upgrade to the system. And away. Yeah, what's your week looking like, Fyunk? Is there got much in terms of work going on? Or is it all relatively chill at the moment? Right, I think we're reaching the point now where we need red belts to get this really working. Because this is just backlogging here now and it isn't working very well. So let's instead build more science labs. Which of the aliens is going to bestow that red belt? What do you mean? Oh, right. I'm researching it at the moment. So these two bits are going through. But yeah, it's a little bit of slow progress at the moment. So, what is it? I need 200 of each science, and it's 30 seconds a piece. So, what, you're looking at 5 minutes? You attempted a karate. I did not catch that at all, I'm afraid. Right. If I nab some more circuits, I can make another science lab, and hopefully that will speed some things up. And, you know, you can have those back, and I'll take the leftovers. There we go. Cool, so that's all in progress now. We're over halfway, so there's not really much I can do. It is just optimization at this point, and because I'm stuck waiting for red belts, there isn't a lot I can get on with. Yeah, so I was saying earlier that I've started making a website on NeoCities, and I'm just using it as a way to teach myself some new things because it's fun. I think I have had way too much coffee today. Oh. Once I get off stream, I think I'm just gonna crack. I think I've got something to read and then I need to crash out for sleep. Yeah, we're not really making use of all these extra miners. It is just completely jamming itself. Oh, cheapness. Sorry, it's you and Funk have the same name colour, so I completely blanked that it was you. Sorry, mate. How are you? Probably goes to show how tired I am. Okay, on Twitch you've got different name colours, but on my OBS you're the same name colour, which is only confusing. Oh, thanks. You can play some Psychonauts too. How is Psychonauts? I think I've got it on my wish list, but I've never actually played it. Right. First one's very creative, stylistic, and the story premise is great, but the 3D platforming is not the best. Good collectathon gameplay, though. You haven't started 2 yet, but it looks like they improved the platforming. That's good to hear. Maybe I should make more labs again. There we go. I'm just trying to speed everything up. What's my power situ looking like? Okay, we're still holding strong on power. But yeah, I was saying earlier that I've been playing Marvel's Midnight Suns, which is really, really fun. It is basically, it's like Marvel XCOM, but with its own twist on it, which is really quite cool, actually. And the combat's really satisfying when you get to grips with it. Very much enjoying that. It's scratching an itch while I wait for the next Marvel film, basically. Okay, so we're now... We have managed to force a backlog of iron plates all the way back up. That's good. But I do want to get that all working. I think red belts are... Oh, what are they? I think they're yellow belts and gears together. If not that, it's more iron plates involved, so I'm having to figure out my logistics for this. You have it on the wish list, but I have a bunch of turn-based tactic stuff that would prevent you from buying it yet, most notably Showgunners. What's Showgunners? I've not heard of that one. There we go. More science. There we go. Logistics 2. So now we can start making these red belts. And it is gears and transport belts. Okay, so... maybe I can be a little bit clever. If I can use this to make stuff... a game show where convicts kill each other... Oh! Okay, that does sound quite interesting, actually. Right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hook that up. But I'm also going to do some shenanigans. Which is... Right. Working. When there's a control signal, I want you to output red. There we go. And then you get a red signal. Right. Oh, I think I've cracked it. Okay, I've somewhat inverted it, I think. Right, let's swipe some of these. So when it's working, it puts out a red control signal of that equals 1. Okay, so I basically need it to work when red is 0. Which it's doing. Okay, cool. Programmed it. Very 80s sci-fi and style. Okay, I can get behind that. I can dig that. I'm also going to need another split. And a factory. Oh, actually... No, bother. That is... okay, I've managed to put this in the worst possible place, so we're going to have to move some things. Right, you go there. You go there. A split comes in here. Goes all the way round. You prioritize that, because that's science. Then I want this box here. There we go. Right. And now, red belts you shall make. Okay, cool. We've now got a nice dribble of gears coming out of that factory. And in fact... Nah. Forget it. I think I'm being overzealous at that point. It's slow production, but it's doing the job. Right, there we go. We've got our backlog in. But I still need the red belts, because it's only backlogged because... yeah, sheer force of it all. Right. This will be a good starting point. And do you know what? I'm just gonna... swipe a bunch of those. Wait, can I make a red split? With more iron plates I can, yes. Right, let's get that red split made. And I'm going to need a red underground as well. There we go. Oh, we're under attack. Hey, DSJ, how's it going? Okay, the gun turrets did their job. That one got hammered, though. Oh, I tell you guys, I might not last much longer than 9 o'clock on stream. I'm really feeling it. Okay, that's processing a lot better, but I still need more belts. Come down with something over the weekend. I don't know if that's a nose of your face or a tap. Yeah, fair enough. I was working pretty hard over the weekend, so I am quite tired. Right. There. That helps get that all moving. There we go. There. That's now been completely upgraded. So, we're still backlogged, but it's processing a bit. Which at this point, maybe it would be a sensible idea to just get a line going for some steel production. Like, not a lot, but 16 furnaces, maybe? Yeah, Jordan and I are talking about playing some of this tomorrow so that we can pick back up our playthrough and hopefully make our way to the next planet. Can't remember off the top of my head at the moment, DSJ. Like, I am very tired at the minute, so I'm just sort of like, what is existence right now? 'Tis very life is pain. Oh, I'm going to need to get coal over here too. Okay, that's easy enough, actually. I just need to do a little bit of reworking. Okay, it's probably going to be closer to 14 furnaces then. Oh, might be able to make something. No, it's 14 furnaces of steel production. So I'm just going to go swipe a handful of inserters. And what a surprise! He needs more iron plates! I'm going to need more underground belts. So I need way more gears. And a lot more reds. We're just going to manufacture what we can. Oh, I need another one of those. Oh, we're under attack again. Oh, it's out of ammo, that's why. Run! Damn it! Forgot to top it back up. Okay, that's a priority now. I've got to get some more guns. Right, I want a third gun. Hello there, Hatem. How you doing? 8 billion people. I wonder how many interesting people are there. Well, it depends what you're interested in, really. Everybody's interesting in their own way. Remember one playthrough with a different where they set up a laser turret and you didn't have the grid to support. Oh, right, yeah, and it took your entire power grid out. Yeah, that's how I learned with lasers early on as well. There we go. Right. We'll stack. And there we go. Those three should hold the line quite nicely now. Right. I also need to make up a bunch more of these. I think we're going to need, like, 21 of them. I've got the inserters to back it up. It's iron plates once again. I'll just make 10, and then I need 14 of those, because I didn't think about fueling the other ones. Ugh. I am being awful at this game today. Right, I need me a shed load more gears. And another red split. Right, the good news is power for this lot will be relatively easy, because I can just drop those in there. It's this side it's going to be a bit trickier, I think. Okay, I need to get the next set of power, because otherwise I'm going to go absolutely mad trying to get it all lined up. Right, there we go. Let's run the belts from this one. And connect. There we go. So yeah, that will start fulfilling that. And then I basically need to get coal over to here. I swear I'm just making this harder on myself for absolutely no reason, but hey-ho. We're here now. There we go. Right. I need more gears. Right, so we're slowly getting here. There we go. That's the coal line done. I'm now stuck until I can get that next power upgrade. Right. In the meantime, I'm probably going to need to up my coal product mining. So let's work on that. Right. That'll work for now. Get that splitter. And once again, I need gears. And now I need iron plates and circuits. I've got 2. Let's make another 6. I'd rather go overkill than not have enough. Right, there we go. That's a bunch more miners on. So that should hopefully support our entire power distro and metalworking. I think in the meantime as well, I need to run this down because this is going to have to join the main bus. Right. Oh, that nest is going to be getting very annoyed soon. What's my steel count looking like? I've got a good amount of steel. Right, we're almost there on power. And while that runs, I think I'm going to queue a couple of things up to help me later. Just to help speed things along. Right. Now we're cooking with a bit of gas. Oh yeah, the uranium ammo is great fun. So's the uranium tank rounds. There we go. Right, mass steel production is underway. There we go. And I've only got half of it running because I am a fool! There we go. Right. Once that proliferates properly, we should be good to go. Right, steel production is now underway, and I am quite happy with that result. Now, I'm somewhat expecting us to get attacked again shortly. I'm just going to up my ammo a little bit. Once that's all in, we shall go on the offensive. Right, I think the correct time to go on the offensive would be straight after they attack. And it looks like they are amassing a force, which should then attack soon. Oh, we've got another base further up that's spawned. Yeah, that's going to start coming for us soon, so I think soon will be the time to start building walls. Oh, hello, uranium. Holy crap, that oil field! Nearly 12,000%. Right, guys, keep it quiet, or, you know, the Americans will be after me. Right, okay. Okay, it looks like iron's being consumed a lot more now. I'm not loving the amount of downtime I'm seeing on those factories, on those labs. So I'm gonna upgrade the arms, I think. And if I grab some steel, we're going to upgrade this gear plant. Oh, we've got a nice healthy amount of walls going in there. That's what I like to see. Can I make any more furnaces, actually? Yeah, 2. May as well get that moving faster. Right, the labs. There we go. I'll be a bit more pace and keep research flowing a lot better. Now this factory, go in here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's way faster now. There we go. Much quicker. Right. So, now we can get black science researched. What do I need for that? I need a lot of things researching for that, so we're gonna enqueue a few things. Need oil for that, so no point. Yeah, let's get a lot of the fun stuff researched. Because we've made some good steps towards doing the next couple of science packs. Like, I've got stuff in play for black science and blue science. I can't remember what makes blue science. Okay, I've researched engines and stuff, so we're going to need the oil production later anyway. Right. When are these nerds going to launch an attack? Come on, then. Right. So we've got a lot of stuff coming through on research. Do I want to make yet another lab? It could be an idea. It could not be. Yeah, like zooming through. Okay, where can I get stack inserters? Okay, I need red chips for those. That's something I'm looking for in the research. Where is it? There's a piece of research that lets your inserters pick up more. I'm just wondering. There it is. What do I need to... Oh, I need to get the stack inserters first. Well, that's a bummer. Well, you're just going to be overworked for the foreseeable then. Right. Right, let's go down here. Now if I feed this in correctly, I can start getting red ammo being made ready for black science. And then what do I need for grenades? It's just coal and iron plates, which I can easily get going. At which point, if I'm going to upgrade... I need copper as... yeah, okay, this is easy enough. Right, you're going to go there and stack. We are then going to immediately loop back around. Yeah, and I want that there. Yeah, want that there. Ooh, I've kind of beansed it a little bit. Do you know what? Short term, it'll work. Uh, yes, that's what I need. Okay, now I need a red underground. Might as well put that split in there. To then feed this. More iron plates. I've taken that the wrong way. There we go. And connected. I need a split. Because I want an ammo box. Aha! Cool, now I've got an ammo box going. And I will factor that over later. But we've basically got red ammo production ongoing now. That's now feeding through nicely. Oh, hello. Okay, now it looks like this is getting overwhelmed. Alright. I think I'm getting tapped out for the night. So I am gonna quickly do the belts here, and then I'm gonna find somebody to raid and move on. Oh, hey Sophie. Yeah, I'm a bit drained today because of all the work I was doing over the weekend, so I'm gonna tag out a little bit early. But we've made some good progress. We've got green science made, and we're getting pretty. We're sort of in a good position to get black science underway next session. Right. Oh, hello. I missed a yellow belt up here. Okay, so yeah, iron is struggling. So I think what I might do is I might separate out some of the iron and have it just run in through this side. Actually, there's an easier way of doing it. I'm just going to need another red split. This is either going to be genius or it's going to be madness. Oh, bugs are here. I think that's actually worked. Right, the bugs have attacked. So I am gonna fix the guns up and then quickly go knock on their front door. In the traditional American greeting. Okay, that's one down. That was a fairly big group. Was that a second attack force? Or is that coming from a neighbouring nest that I don't know about? No, that was just another random attack force that was nearby. Yeesh. Well, that's the bugs dealt with now. Right. Thank you everybody for swinging by and hanging out this evening. I think I am just gonna close up shop and go head to bed a bit early. And then next time I'm going to look at speeding this the iron throughput. So just to double check where I am for next time. So I've got red ammunition being made. I've got everything I need for grenades, and walls are being made. So I can actually stump the walls to run them through into Black Science production. And I will probably do that, actually. So we'll just walk that back. And the walls can go that way. And that just gives us a bit more leeway. Right. Thanks again, everybody. I've had a great time. Let's close up this. Let's find somebody to do a cheeky little raid, shall we? Let's do a cheeky little raid. So for those of you on YouTube, I'm going to be ending the stream here. But if you are watching over on Twitch, we are going to find a friend to raid. Who shall I raid today? Let's see. Let's see. Who's live that I want to raid? Womble's playing RimWorld again. Duo's playing XCOM 2, but seems to be in the end game. Oh, LNP Dragon's playing Force Unleashed 2. Oh, what a world. Or, do you know what? I haven't seen her in ages. We're going to go raid Letitia Lemon. That's who we're going to raid. Yeah, right. Go show some love to Letitia. It's been a long, long time since we've seen her. So, have yourselves a lovely evening, and I'll be back on stream at some point soon. Take care, everybody, and have a good one. Bye-bye now.